Hi everybody, good to see you again. Happy Thursday on this beautiful fall day. We have really been blessed this fall to have such nice weather, and hopefully it will continue for a while, but it's really been gorgeous. Kind of helps make up for some of the the shortfalls of this year. Today we're talking about watches, and we have two styles of watches. One are watches made out of spoons, and the other are watches made out of a band, either copper, brass, or sterling silver. Now, it all started when this new style of watch face, or watch band that we do, it started because everybody at a family gathering, everybody was complaining about their watch bands always getting stretched out. And somebody said, Bruce, you can come up with some kind of a watch band where that doesn't happen. And so we put Bruce to work, and he came up with a really great idea. And so that's most of the watches we sell, plus the spoon ones. When you have a watch, it has to fit tight, and it has to fit so that it won't twirl around or you scratch the watch face. And what we do is we get your wrist measurement, and then we make the watch to fit. And then you have to clasp it tight. Now, sometimes that seems like it's a hard thing to do. There are alternatives. We use lobster claw clasps with chain. There are alternatives, and one of them is to use a magnetic clasp with a safety chain on it, and then have it as tight as can be. So that's how we make them. All right, we're going to start first of all with spoon bracelets. This is one spoon bracelet. We only have two today, but basically we can make a spoon bracelet out of any spoon handles, and we can put any kind of stones, crystals, pearls, whatever you want. And so you can kind of design your own when it comes to the spoon handles, and we do have a lot of spoons. And the thing with the spoons, okay, this is how you clasp them. You wrap that around, hold it with your longest finger, and I do a video on my Facebook page and on YouTube, my YouTube channel, so that you can see how to clasp them. And so you grab a hold of the lobster claw and go around here and hook in. Now, this is too loose, and you can see that because it's gonna twirl. So what we usually do is we end up making watch bands longer than what most people would want, because we can always make them shorter, but it's hard to make them longer. So anyway, that's how we do it. This one, for me, if I was going to have this one, I'd have the sides cut shorter. So and that we can do without any problem or extra expense. So there is one type of spoon bracelet, watch bracelet. This one is $40, and these are silver-plated spoon handles, and this is number is W1. So that's number one watch. And I've got another spoon watch. Add little Christmas colors here, one green, one red. This is another one. I love this style of watch face. This one's got red crystals or Husker colors. And this is really pretty watch band. I mean, it's a spoon for the band. It's nice and smooth and small, very comfortable. And like I said, you can help design whatever kind of bracelet stuff or crystals or whatever, or without any crystals. This is W2, and this also is $40. Next up is the style that Bruce invented. And what it is, we make copper, sterling silver, or brass bands, and then we put a lobster claw clasp on it. And this is my favorite watch face right here, with the marcasite in it. I just think it's really pretty. I have Bruce make me a watch that fits me, and then I wear it out, and then I get a new one with the different sides. So this is copper side, and what we've done is we'd hammered it, and you kind of see the faint pinky color on the side. We have done some alcohol ink on there or other type of coloring, and then buffed it so it has a tint that's more like rose gold. So and again, this is W3, and it also is, or this is $34. And these are cheaper than the spoon bracelets, but anyway. And again, it's getting your true wrist measurement and getting it exactly to fit. And you can see that I used a bigger lobster claw on. So let's go on to the next one. But as long as you wear your watch snug, you have no problem at all. And like I said, we can teach you how to clasp it. Well, we're knocking everything over. We're doing real good today. And back at it here. So our little oops. And then we're going to take these off and look at these. This next one is W4. And this is big. This is for somebody that loves big. Big or go home. And this would make a good Husker watch. And it's got all kinds of crystals around it. And then there are crystals inside here. It's called a floating watch. These crystals float around. And like I said, this is big. And so this is for somebody that likes a big watch. A big watch that is not real watch looking because it doesn't have that many numbers on it. This one's $42, and it's made out of brass, and with sterling silver clasping. We always use sterling silver or copper, and so that is W4. Next up is W5, and this is brass, and this also is bent the metal in a press with a design in it, and then we put different kinds of color in there, buffed it off, and then put a finish on it. So there is a finish on this to hold it, so it makes a nice antique looking watch effect. This is $40, and it's a W5. Next up is a sterling silver band, so it's going to be more expensive. This is a watch with a pearl watch face on it. It's W6, and it's $50, and that's because of the sterling watch band. So this is a nice, elegant looking watch with a sterling silver band. All right, next we're going to go to some other ones that are a real different effect. We have another go big or go home watch face. And this really is. This is big. This is for somebody that likes something big and stylish with big letters that you can see easily. And this is again with an embossed brass. And then we have different colors in there. And then buffed it down so it gives it a real antique look. And I love this kind of stuff with the embossing. This is $44, and it's a W7. And again, it's a big one. Next is W8, I believe. Yep. And this is brass with lizard on it. colored lizard, so you can see the lizard skin on it. It's blue, very pretty. And this again is also a pearl, mother of pearl watch face. And then you've got the lizard on it. And it is W8, and it's $38. So something kind of different. And then we have W9, which is $40. And this is a square watch face with floating crystals in it. Just for the fun of it. With a little bling. And then again, we have the imprinted copper. And then we have the different colors of patina on it. And then we spray it with protective spray to keep the colors in there nice. I love this one. I love these colors. And I love this imprint for something different. So, and this one is W9, and it's $40. Well, let's see if I can get these back on without knocking anything over again. All right, we're going to go to some more. Another lizard. This is also lizard skin, but it's a light turquoisey. Light green is $38, and it's on brass. And it is a, like a stainless steel look watch face. Very pretty, very classy. And I love that color of lizard. And like W10 for $38. Next up is again my favorite watch face with marcasite in it. This is W11, and this is $32. It's cheaper because it doesn't have really anything done to it other than we put it in embossing plates and emboss the metal so it has some style to it. And what you'll see is there's kind of like hearts and flowers printed in it. So it's a nice simple watch with a little something extra on the band. All right. Next up is again my favorite marcasite watch band. I like it because it's oval and it's easy to read. And the marcasite just adds a bling. It's on a copper band and with copper connections. And it's $32 and it's W12. So you've got, and it's just a hammered finish on it. So, and it's not spray painted with acrylic, so you will get the benefit from the copper on it. Next up is something kind of pretty. It's pink watch face with the floating crystals. I guess they're going to stick in there. Oh, they're stuck to something, but maybe that's how they like to be. But anyway, it's got floating crystals in it. And it is W13. It's $38. And this has embossed on it, but it has some words or different things, and it says love on it in different writing styles. So love is embossed in the handle, the brass handle, so it makes it kind of pretty, and with the pink face. All right. Well, almost knocked over the phone again. For a little excitement today. The next one is W14. And this is a brass watch face with a brass frame. Not brass, I mean copper watch face. Copper around the watch face. Copper, hammered copper hand sides of the watch. It's a number W14, and it is $30 with copper connections. And this really is a pretty watch. I love it in that copper. Very classy looking. And I can do copper. This can be swapped out to magnetic clasp that's in copper, because I do have those. So anyway, that is, again, W14. W15 coming up is another copper watch face, just like the other one, but different band. And this has leather on the band. This is W15, and it's $38, and has a nice leather on it. So it's pretty classy looking watch with the leather on it. And so something a little bit different. W15 for $38. Next up is, again, my favorite watch face. That's why I have so many of them. It's W16, and it's $32 in brass with sterling silver clasp. And on the side here is like a chevron embossing. We have these plates that we can emboss metal, and this is like a chevron embossing, and I think this is just really kind of cool. So, again, $32 in brass. Now, we also have some watch faces that we have not made into watches yet. So, you know, the nice thing is we can swap these things out as long as the watch face fits the metal, or we can make it fit the metal, but we can swap things out. So we do have some other watch faces that we can use, or make one, design a watch for you. And this is one, I just love this one. This is with crystals around it. It's W21, and there's no price on it because the price depends on the band too. But anyway, this is a pretty way to have a watch out of these crystals. Very subtle watch. It sits up high, you can see, with the band on it. Then it sits up, so it's very striking. Then we have W22, and this is just a kind of a plain square watch face with easy to read letters or numbers. That's one of the comments I hear the most from people, is that a lot of people really want numbers they can read easily. And some people like watches where the numbers are real subtle. And so we've got both here. And this is a nice square one. Is number 22. Number W19 is a round one, kind of a classic one. And this is one that works with spoon handles. It won't work with metal on it. Neither will the last one. It'd have to be on spoons because of this, to connect to the metal. So then we have this style. This is a newer style that I've had with a lot of marcasite in it. It's really interesting. It's a very tiny watch face, so it's not very obvious. Again, it's made to fit a spoon. I can't put it on the wide handles unless it has a wide piece there. So this is number W17, but very pretty watch face, very striking. The next one is something, one of the newer ones. I love this style. This is W20, and this is got marcasite around opposite sides, and then it's plain there. On an usual watch face, small, classy, and very interesting. And then the last one is one like I had on another spoon watch, but you can see the marcasite in it. Nice, clean numbers, easy to see. W18, and it's just a very pretty watch face. So the thing to remember is if it has a little hand here, a little knob here, this is how we have to connect to whatever the watch is made out of, and this would have to connect to something like a spoon handle. Whereas if it was wider, like this one, then that we could do like a wide piece of copper. So anyway, this is our show for this week on watches. We do a lot of different things and make a lot of different types of things, and watches are things that we enjoy working with customers on, because we get a lot of comments that it's the first time I had a watch band that I could count on that wouldn't be stretched out. So it's more like a bracelet than a watch a lot of times. So anyway, here's our information on how you reach us. If you want to contact us about any of the things you've seen on this video or the other videos, I want to remind you that our videos are on Facebook, on my Facebook page, and they're also on YouTube. We have a YouTube channel, so you can find it either way. So that's it for this week. Who knows what next week will bring? It may be pendants again, it may be other things. We just had a lot of stuff going on lately, and so we're kind of zipping around between different things each week. We hope you're well and you stay well, and be outside and enjoy this beautiful weather, but be careful. So, well, thank you so much, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.